Alright, we got two Karan Singh magic videos here. This first one is called Karan Singh Magic and AAMIR Khan. What just happened?
What did just happen?
And then after that, reading Virat Kohli's mind. Karan Singh Magic. Thank you, Karan Singh Magic, for allowing us to react to this, and thank you for doing that live stream with me.
Teaching us all the
yeah.
swear words, thank you.
Well,
Definitely NSFW, not safe for women.
We didn't make that joke up. If you guys enjoyed what we're about to watch, make sure to head over to Karan Singh Magic's YouTube channel and subscribe to his channel and give his original videos, both links below, an upvote.
I used to perform in Delhi in this place called Hoska's Village and this place called Rasta, which was based on Bob Marley's culture. I was doing multiple tables there and this one table I went to perform for about 6-7 people. 20 minutes in, this guy said, I'm thinking of a card while shuffling the cards. I want you to cut to the card I'm thinking of. He said that. Okay. I said, okay, that poses a few problems. Number one, there's no way for me to know which card you're thinking of. Correct. Number two, even if I figure out which card you're thinking of, I have no idea where it is in the deck because you shuffled it. Correct. Number three, even if I figure out the card and I figure out where it is in the deck, it's impossible for me to cut right to it. Correct. Shuffle the cards for me. As that happened, I thought, okay, let me give it a go.
He's into it already.
I cut the cards, I said, have a look at the card I've cut to. He looked at it, he screamed, he shouted, the girls around him went crazy as well. I took the card back from him, put it back in the box, smiled, thanked them for the time, walked away. That was blind luck on my part in that work. Okay. It was just one of those things that happens when you're performing.
Why is
that
he
brilliant moment without you knowing how it's happening.
Go back.
That happened.
Back.
And I went away. And I tried to replicate that in other performances again and again. But it never happened. Until last night. I came up with a method to do it. Not for me to do it, but for you to do it. Okay. So I am thinking of a card on it. Put cards on the table. Try this. And it's your job. Let's put them right in the middle. Yeah. It's your job.
With the camera.
Yeah.
And cut to the card that I am thinking of. You've shuffled them. I'm not going to touch them from this moment on. I'll just get the card in the middle. Okay. Whenever you want, I should cut it. Cut wherever you like. Cut it. Are you happy with that cut? Do you want to change your position?
I'm happy.
You're happy. Excellent. When he looked at that card and he reacted, I assumed that I'd gotten it right. Correct. I never asked him if that's the card he's thinking of. He could be playing along. He could have been being nice. Correct. If I look at that card and tell you that's the card I thought of, that won't be much of a trick. Correct. So I'll tell you the card I thought of. Then I have to flip it over. The card I'm thinking of is the King of Spades. That's the card I thought of.
Let's see.
In fact, why don't you? No, this one.
This one? Done it.
Go ahead.
No.
Outside of the camera work, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. I loved AAMIR Khan's reaction. He's just like, what the?
Because he was shuffling it the entire time.
Yeah.
That is pretty interesting. I mean, I don't know what the camera wasn't showing. I didn't get this sense that he put a card on the deck. I don't know how he could have known what card was on top.
But he was very specific about which card was supposed to be turned over, because when AAMIR Khan was gonna turn over the other one, he was like, no, that card. Yeah. That's the one. But that's still really cool. And then he made AAMIR Khan feel like he did some magic.
Yeah.
That's a nice feeling, you know? And you're just like, oh my God, I did that. I blew him away. I'm blown away.
He certainly looked legitimately, authentically shocked.
Yeah, that was really cute.
Quite serious.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody from your childhood which no way anybody could know. Okay? Like
that music probably got him in trouble.
Yeah.
Or a teacher, anything that you already thought. Now just give me one hint. Is this somebody from your school? Is this somebody from college? Is this somebody from your colony? What is this? Colony. Okay, imagine you're 8 years old. You're in your park, you're learning how to play cricket, you're playing with him. This is somebody who you used to play with as a child. Are you still in touch with this person? Recently, okay. You lost touch for a while and then you gained back touch? Okay, perfect. Do you remember both names, first name and second name? Okay, we'll try this. Imagine you're playing with him. And imagine he's a cricketer as well. And he plays for one of the IPL teams, not RCB, but another team, right? And imagine, was he better at bowling or batting? Bowling. Okay, imagine he's bowling for you, and you're batting, and obviously you're playing fantastically against him. Imagine him there, and the commentators, let's say, Harsha Bhogale is talking to me and he says XYZ runs up the goal from this end and Virat takes him to the fold. Imagine his name. Imagine shouting the name really loudly. So you see the little bit, he did something like this. Softer sound in the beginning like P or B. Like you don't react much, but that's how it is.
Wow.
Can you imagine shouting the name? Can you spell the name in your head? Yes?
Oh.
Fairly quick. The first name is not very long, 5 or 6 letters, yes? Yeah. 6 letters? Yeah. Okay. Pick a letter somewhere in the middle of his name, in the middle of the first name, and say that to yourself. That's a Y, yes?
His face. How did he get that?
As close as I can. Okay? Keep saying this to yourself. I might not get the second name right. Does the second name start with an N? Yeah, okay, I think I have this. I'll show all of you what I think it is. Don't say what I've written. I'll show all of you. Keep it completely to yourself. You close your eyes as well. Hey. I'll show it just a second. I'm showing it to everybody.
You guys so excited.
Yeah? Got it? Now everybody here is proof that I can't change what I've written. I'm going to count to 3. I want you to tell everybody the friend that you're thinking of, and their reaction will tell you if I got it right or not. 1, 2, 3. Piyush Nagpal.
How did he get
How
that?
did he do that?
He walks away. He just walks away. It's like, no.
Scary! Scary! It did this to me like during Diwali. Crazy. So that was Virat Kohli. A lot of you said that you wanted to see a mind-reading video, and that's it. And for somebody who's grown up watching cricket, getting the chance to perform with the captain of the Indian national cricket team meant so much to me. So yeah, thank you for watching. Tag your friends in it, share it around, subscribe to the channel. You know what to do, and I'll see you next time.
It's too bad he had to do that in a bar with that kind of music playing in the background. I mean, hopefully the music didn't like hit him. YouTube's system will pick up all those sounds and be like, oh, you don't get to monetize this video now. That's why I lowered it, just in case, because it sucks when that happens.
That is crazy though.
Yeah, no, for real.
Because he kind of said he was looking at his mouth as he was like thinking the name really loud in his head and like kind of, I guess, the shapes.
I have no idea how he figured that out. But my guess is that Karan Singh did a lot of research on him.
What, that he would just random, like, oh, so he's a totally like Derek Browning him where he's like kind of leading him down a path. I mean, maybe that's what it is, where he's just like leading him and like, is it this, is it that, da, 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 and just narrowing it down.
There's a guy named Ace Palmer, I believe is his name. He's a magician, and I haven't personally met him, but he used to perform at the restaurant where Skeeter worked at. There were other people in my friend circle who also knew him, and one of those people's name is Michael. What happened was he met him once, Ace Palmer. He introduced himself, blah, 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 they had a conversation, and then many weeks go by, he runs into him again, and he goes, hey, Michael. And like, he just knew his name. And Michael was blown away by this because he's like, we like talked for a second. I introduced myself to you and you knew my name. His memory was tack sharp. And I think as a magician, that's one of the things that is special about them, is that they have a really, really good or well-trained memory where they can like pick up on stuff and hold on to it. I would imagine maybe Karan did some research on him and just sort of knew his web of potential names, maybe.
But like a childhood friend that he had lost contact with and only recently got in touch with.
I don't know how he would have known that though. That he had the first and the last name.
I almost want him to do this with me because my best friend's name is super complicated. But now that I've said that, he could just research her.
Well, most Thai last names are complicated.
Yeah, because my best friend's last name, I'm not gonna count, but I'm sure it's more than 10 letters. So good luck with that, Karan Singh. Shit. You could probably find her on Instagram.
Right.
But if he did that and he managed to get her name, full name, first name and last name, I would literally be on the floor. I'd be like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Madness.
Well, I'm always looking for like the logic in it, right? What is Occam's razor? Like, what is the simplest explanation for something like this? You do a little research. The guy's famous, right?
Well, what if it was a situation? Because I was thinking, I'm like, I would have never guessed Piyush Nagpal. But then again, I don't know all the Indian names. Would this work, say,
The
for
last
example?
name, the last name is very specific though, and Karan got very excited when he figured out the name.
Yeah.
I feel like he had to have done research, and he just pulled it from his memory bank and goes, that's the name. Because he put it together. He goes 5 or 6 letters. You see Virat's face. He goes, okay, 6 letters, and he figured it out off of that,
Right.
which name in his mental Rolodex. That's the only explanation I can come up with. Is that he's just very sharp.
Yeah, see, because my question was, well, what if you did it with someone, say he did it with someone who was Russian, and they were
Or someone he didn't know.
Yeah.
Then, that's
yeah,
different.
or like thinking of a name in another language. Like,
Yeah.
how do you figure that one out? Is it possible? It's just like so
He might, but
fascinating.
he also told him one of his tells, which is he was.
He was making a plosive sound with his mouth, so
Yeah.
it was the p for the
But
Piyush.
I feel like a lot of us do that and don't realize it. Like when
Yeah.
we're reading a book.
Yeah.
You know, we start reading it with our mouths, not realizing it.
Yeah, maybe it was some of that where he was just going, Piyush.
I'm not sure how he figured out the card thing. That's a little bit mind-blowing. Because Amir Khan was shuffling the cards and he looked at the cards. He had the cards in his hand and he looked at them, didn't he? And he was shuffling it and
Who? Amir Khan was, yeah.
And so he had it in his possession. So like, how do you figure out the card Amir Khan?
Unless you like misdirect him to look somewhere else as he's,
No, he didn't though.
and I don't know.
The only thing is that was funny was that camera was doing some weird wonky shit.
I know.
I'm like,
what was that about?
What happened there?
Did you have some words with your camera guy? I mean,
Yeah.
if that was Jaby, oh man,
Oh yeah, it would be over.
it'd be over. It'd be a wrap. It'd
Yeah.
be like, why did you shoot it like that?
It would be like
Bad.
It would be like the end of 300.
Bad
so
camera
you
person.
guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and make sure to subscribe to Karan Singh Magic's YouTube channel. I'm Jaby KOY. This is
Achara KIRK.
Peace out.